I am 73 years old. I am sitting here in the calm of a Tuesday morning, and the face in the mirror is still one that I do not fully recognize. It took me 52 years to learn what I'm about to tell you. 52 years since I was 21, full of plans, sure of how life worked. I don't have so many years ahead to waste, and I believe you don't either. This is not a performance. It is an offering, a silent reckoning with myself, and perhaps, if you want to listen, a way for you to avoid the long and slow detour that my life took. I remember when I was in my 30s. I had a good job, a demanding one. My wife, Carol, would ask me if I wanted to take a walk after dinner, just around the neighborhood. The kids would be in pajamas. The light would be that golden, long kind. And I would say, in a little bit, let me finish this report. The report was important, the promotion was important, providing was important, and it was. But I didn't understand the currency I was paying with. I wasn't paying with my effort. I was paying with those golden afternoons, with the sound of my son's laughter as he pointed at a dog, with my daughter's little hand, sticky from dessert, sliding into mine. I exchanged those moments for a line on my resume. I thought I was accumulating time, saving it for a secure future. I was spending it, and I never checked the balance. The cost wasn't sudden. There wasn't a moment of revelation when I lost my family for working too much. It was quieter than that. It was a gradual disconnection. Carol's stories about her day became background noise to my own thoughts about work. My son's excitement over a school project turned into an interruption I tried to rush through politely. My presence became something physical, a body in a chair while my mind was miles away, in some office, solving some problem that now seems absurdly insignificant. I thought I was building a life for them, a bigger house, a better car, college funds, and they appreciated those things, of course. But what they wanted, what they needed, was me. And I only gave them the scraps of my attention. Then there are the relationships you let go, not with a fight, but with a slow neglect. Friends. My oldest friend was named Miguel. We met in college. We knew each other's dreams, each other's silly mistakes. For years we would get together every few months, have a beer, talk about everything and nothing. Then life got busy. A missed call here, a canceled plan there. The space between meetings stretched from months to years. You tell yourself, he knows I'm busy, he understands. We'll catch up soon, really. The call came on a perfectly ordinary Wednesday. Her sister. A sudden heart attack. She was gone. I stood in my kitchen with the phone in my hand and looked at the calendar. We had last spoken 8 months ago. A quick 5-minute call in which I said, "We need to see each other soon, I'm just swamped right now." He said he understood. He always did. At his funeral, I realized that I met the man in the coffin 20 years ago. I didn't know the man he had become in recent days. I missed it. I traded those potential conversations, that continuity of friendship. Why? For afternoons spent watching television, for extra hours at a job where I was replaceable. The regret that comes from this is not sharp. It is a deep, hollow pain. It is the regret of absence, of the silence where there should have been a voice. We talk about success. Let me tell you what it looks like from here. From this chair, the trophies rust. The plaques gather dust in a box somewhere. The raises and bonuses. You spend the money and it goes. What remains is the memory of how you earned it. The late nights in the office when your child had a play at school. The weekends you spent working while your friends were together making memories that became their shared story, a story you are not part of. I was so afraid of failing, of not being enough, that I chased every goal, every title, every ounce of external validation. I confused being respected with being loved. I confused being busy with being important. No one on their deathbed wishes they had spent more time in the office. You've heard it. It's a cliché because it's true, but you don't believe it until you're closer to that bed than to your first day at work. The chilling part is not just wishing you had spent less time in the office, but realizing that much of what you did there didn't matter. The frantic urgency, the political maneuvering, the crises that kept you awake at night were shadows on a wall. They had no substance. The things that had substance were happening without you at home. The turning point for me wasn't dramatic. It was a Tuesday. Carol had gone out. The house was silent in a way it never was when the kids were little. I was looking for a screwdriver in the garage and opened an old box with the kids' things. Elementary school art projects, faded and clumsy watercolors, a handprint in clay, a story my daughter wrote called My Dad Who Works. I sat on the concrete floor of that garage, surrounded by the ghosts of all those promises of later, and I cried. Not a dignified tear, a raw, ugly, visceral sob, because I could see it all with terrible clarity. I had traded the real, messy, beautiful present for a future that now, that was here, felt empty. I had reached the destination and lost what I was supposed to carry with me. That was the moment when the accounts became clear. You think you are adding things, achievements, possessions, status, but life is subtraction. You start with everything, every possibility, and time slowly, silently takes things away from you. Your energy, your health, the people you love, your own days. And if you're not careful, you help time. You voluntarily give away precious things even before it asks you for them. What can't be fixed? The specific moments. I can't go back and take that walk on that specific afternoon. I can't call Miguel and ask him about his son's graduation. I can't be in the audience at the third-grade play that I missed because of a business trip. Those are gone. They are holes in the fabric of my life, and no amount of regret will weave them back together. Time is the only thing you can never get back. You can make amends, you can change your behavior, but you can't reclaim a single second that has passed. That is the heaviest truth I know. So, what would I wish I had known? I wish I had known that love is not a statement you make once. It is 1,000 small surrenders of your own agenda. It is putting down the phone. It is listening to the same story you have already heard, because telling it is what matters to them. It is choosing the person over the task, time and time again. I wish I had known that fear is a terrible compass. I made so many decisions based on fear, fear of not having enough, fear of what others would think, fear of not being successful. It led me straight to a life that looked good on paper and felt lonely in practice. I wish I had known that the moments that feel like nothing are everything. The shared silence over coffee in the morning, the car ride to school, folding laundry together. This is the fabric of a life, not the birthday parties or the vacations, but the ordinary Tuesdays. Don't walk through them in a daze. And I wish I had known that the people in your life are not furniture. They are flames, and they can go out without warning. Treat them with that tenderness. If you are listening to this and you are young, or even if you are not, you have today. You have this moment. You have a choice right now about where to place your attention. Don't do it because I tell you to. Don't do it for some grand philosophy. Do it because I'm sitting here at 73, and I tell you that the view from here is clear. It's beautiful, and it's heartbreaking, and I can see all the places where I took the wrong path. The path was not marked by evil or laziness. It was marked by misunderstood importance, by misunderstood responsibility, by a fundamental misunderstanding of what those words really meant. The things that matter are simple. The people you love, the time you give them, the presence you share. Everything else is a distraction. My remaining time is short. I can feel it now. I'm trying, in these years I have left, to be truly present, to look Carol in the eyes when she speaks, to listen to my grandchildren's laughter and let it soak me to the bone. It's not easy. The habit of distraction is deep, but I'm trying. Don't wait 52 years to learn this. Don't wait until the calm of a Tuesday morning forces you to sum a life of subtractions. Start your true mathematics today, please.